After the game, you said Morgan Riley, I think you said he had his best game of the year. Why did you think he played well? What did he do well?
Well, I thought he was uptight. I thought he won his battles. I thought he broke the puck out. I thought he boxed out good. I thought he was good.
What's your message to the team today after the
Well, I had a good chance to go through it. I didn't last night after the game. I thought we were pretty good, and then when I watched the game, I didn't think we were near as good as we were capable of being. Not near as quick. Didn't think we skated as good as we could have in the second half of the game. And I thought a number of our guys can elevate their game for sure. And so we're going to see that tomorrow. We'll be way better tomorrow.
It's probably one of your easier coaches' challenges with Kadri on that particular play, but getting in front of Hope is...
Why did I have to challenge it?
Yeah.
Why was it called off?
The ref had a bad angle, I think.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, so you were supposed to ask questions. I'm supposed to answer them. Anyway, I got confused for a second. I just want to know. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, it remains...
Oh, you got to get to him, obviously.
To
no question about it. Hey, good to see you, man. Looking great. You know, obviously, at the playoffs, and all you got to do is watch the games night in, night out. Even if you're not a hockey fan, if you don't get to the net, you're not going to score. They're too dialed in. They're too big. They're too good. So you got to get to the net, and in order to score on a rebound, you got to get a first shot. So you got to get the puck to the paint. I really thought we passed up a ton of opportunities to shoot the puck last night. Trying to make a better play. At playoff time, there's no better play. You just get it to the net and get people to the net without it and shoot the pill.
Mike, how much more defensively responsible is Nazem Kadri compared to day one when you started working with him and believing what he can do?
Well, I mean, it's just a different person. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, I played against Toronto lots, obviously. And nothing against Naz. We don't concern ourselves too much with Naz. But Naz now is a guy who can play real well without it, and he's nasty. And so that helps him be as good a player he is, and he scored some goals this year as well. So we need him to be real good here tomorrow.
Naz obviously did a pretty good job his line on the Ovechkin line, but what's the challenge of doing it for a full series?
Well, it's hard. He doesn't want that to happen, right? So their coach doesn't want that. So that's the first part. And the second part is you got to play good enough so you can get that matchup. And then, you know, at home it won't be as hard for him, but it's a battle. I mean, Ovi only needs one shot, right? And Backstrom's a big man. As much as you pressure Backstrom, he puts his big ass into you, and he holds you off, and then he makes those plays on his backhand that are elite. He's a real hockey player, that guy. And then Oshie's playing real well for him. He's a good catalyst for that. He's got good skill. He's got good grit. He shoots the puck well. He's on it. He's tenacious on it. That's a good line.
Your team now has a one-game NHL playoff experience. Do you think it was the game they were expecting it to be in terms of the intensity and how will they be better in game two?
Yeah, I would expect them to be better, and I'd expect us to be better, and that's what happens in each series and each round is you get better and better and better. And you know, there's lots on the line. The great thing about the playoffs is you win so you can play again. You don't win, you go home. It's real short if you don't win. So for us, it's a huge game tomorrow. It's a good opportunity for us. They're going to raise their game. We're going to raise our game, and we get a chance to see how good we can be. But we can be way better than we were, and I think that was our number one message to our team is we can be better, so let's be better.
Are you thinking about any changes on the blue line for tomorrow?
No.
To follow up on Riley, he's like an older, young guy. Like where does he still have room to grow, especially when it comes to the playoffs, which he hasn't had yet?
Right, obviously he's got a lot of room to grow. Just if you arrived in the league and you play next to a really good veteran who tells you where to, if you arrive and you play with Chair and he says you stand there and you pass to this guy and this is what you do and you sit next to him in your stall, that's a different growth opportunity, and it can be way quicker for you. When you don't, you learn more on your own, and just his ability to face the puck, just his ability with the stick, just his ability to read and to sort it out. You know, he's kind of like, in some ways, like Matthews and Marner and Nylander and those guys. When you're so good like they are early, they don't have to play without the puck. They have the puck all the time. No one ever knows where they stand without the puck because they didn't have to have it. They just went and got it, and they had it all the time. So I think he's a kid that has a lot of growth potential. What he's great at is he's a good man who wants to be a real good player, and so those guys are easy to coach.
Mike, JVR was joking that Kozak may have doubled his hits total in the first game of the playoffs from the regular season. Just in general, how did you see the team up their game physically in that opener?
Well, I thought, I thought we were fine in that area. I didn't think we skated as good in the third and the overtime as we could have. I thought we watched too much. So I think that leads you to being more physical if you skate better because you're arriving, you're not in between all the time. I thought Bosey's played better and better for us in the second half of the year, more competitive. And so that really helps. He's got good hockey sense, as you know. And so, I mean, the better he is, the better that line is.
There's no changes on the blue line, so no sites, so you don't expect them back?
I don't expect him back. He didn't go on the ice today, so I was lobbying the best I could today, but they don't much care what I say.
Coach, you mentioned reviewing the tape. Did you perhaps gain a greater appreciation for Anderson's performance last night?
I thought Andy was good. I thought he made some key saves. He's got to be real good for us to have success.
I don't know if you remember the play where JVR had the 1-on-2 and he flipped it between the two defensemen and caught up with it. Do you applaud that creativity at some times?
Well, to me, it's just a spot in the space. Marion Haas was best in the league a few years ago at it, and just did it with the one hand. It's hard for the D because it's interference penalty or you're skating by him. So it's a real good play. A guy like Kaplan, a guy like Nylander, a guy like Marner, they should be real effective at that. They got to put it in their arsenal.
Thanks, Coach.
So you guys have a great day.
Thank you.